Brothers, welcome back. This is the video that we've all been waiting for. So, in the title, it's going to say that this is the finale, but really, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. So, as we all know, this is the main progress series that I've been playing for, and I'll flash the Steam overlay, and I'll make sure this time I flash the Steam overlay over the top of this, the background that's going on right now. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys because there's a couple different ways that we can play this, okay? Obviously, I'm going to continue to keep playing this, the main progress series, but I wanted to bring it up to you guys whether or not you want to keep seeing these videos or if you'd like to see more, inside the mind of a noob. Would you like to see other games? So again, I'm going to leave this up to you guys, but as this is possibly the finale, we do have a lot to get into, so let's get into it. Alright boys, so it's been a couple days. I want to say it's been 3 days since the last video where I left you off last. I was sitting at about 70 mil, and then I did tease, I'd gotten up to about 88 mil. And I do believe I was able to do it again, go a little bit above and beyond. We're sitting at now a clean 113,521,949 damage. And we are here, as you can see, we're at the finish line, the end zone, so to speak. So this is outside of the troll boss area. And a couple of things I want to get over with this video is I'm going to go a little bit into in depth of how I got to this point, what I did, what my stats are, and I'll make sure I drop my Idleon efficiency down in the comments below. That way you guys can, dissect what my characters are looking like, what my alchemy is looking like, what my post office is looking like, all that good stuff. And as you can see, with our damage, we're capable of critting 23 mil with our poison, which is more than enough to one-shot these guys. So that is perfect. And as you can see, we're outside of the troll boss, the new troll boss. And just to give you a frame of reference, I have 17 keys right now with a 3.22 times drop rate. This was a little bit less than a day. I'd say this was about 18 hours. So in about 18 hours with that drop rarity, was able to get 17 keys. So I want to go in there first off, and I want to see what we're doing here. Okay. I knew you wouldn't forget about me. You're too adorable to attack. I would never hurt a little thing like you. So I did make it a point not to look up YouTube on this guy, but I was still had some of it spoiled for me. Apparently there's mini games that you have to play in order to be able to damage this guy. Okay, maybe I have to damage this guy a little bit, and then we get to the mini games. Stop that, it tickles. All right, fine. We can fight. Let's get it on. So apparently this guy gives you a mini task. How about a classic? Look right for heads, look left for tails. Okay. Oof, unlucky, I win. That means I get a free heal. Yeehaw. Okay. I don't know what that was. But now we got to kill 10 dudes without hurting a green mushroom. So was that 3? This is 4, 5. We got 6, 7. This will be 8 and 9. 8, 9. And I don't want to risk clicking on a mushroom. 10. Wow, you won. Guess it's only fair to give you an attack. So I walk up and I just one-shot the guy. And I got absolutely nothing from that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I do like, from initial, stance, I do like that it's not just a damage check like with Amarok and with Amarok and Chiswar, where you can just essentially go in. If your damage is high enough, you can essentially just one-shot him. And I'm sure he's got more than just those 2 mini games that we saw. So it is pretty cool. It's something new. You know what I mean? It's nothing that I'm a massive fan of it, but it is something new. So there's something to be said about that. And then just as a reference, even without snapshotting, we're at about 104 million. So if we snapshot, we'll get back to that 113, I believe it was. So let's go back. 113. So that's pretty solid. 104 million without snapshotting. So we did break, you know, intrinsically that 100 mil. As you can see, we are still working very much so on getting that achievement. We're finally there. Essentially, we're just waiting on a couple of these last ones to pop. I think it's 12 for the achievement. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, the second one of these last, whatever, 4 pop, we're going to be sitting okay. And then let's get into this. I don't want to waste the fact that I've already been working on it. So let's jump on this guy real quick. 17 cooking ladles is more than enough. We're actually going to drop a couple in the bank just because I don't want to waste them. So we'll take out 4. That'll be more than enough. What was it? Oh, I'm sorry. It was 8. Okay, sorry. Take out 1 more. Oh, you're kidding me. I got you guys on video, so I'm not going to make you wait for 12 minutes. So let's pop it. Very unlucky. 5.9% chance. That's fine. So what I wanted to show you guys is the current state of the cooking. And like I said, I do have plans. You know, I'm going to, in the background, regardless of whether or not you guys decide you want to continue to see this series, I'm going to continue to play this character as hard as I possibly can, just because I want to be able to push the boundaries of the game. But I am very, very interested on whether or not you guys want to continue to see this, or if you want me to devote more time to Inside the Mind of a Noob and, you know, other series like Battle Brothers. But last time I left you, I think I was sitting anywhere between 5 to 7 billion, and we're now sitting north of 11 billion. So cooking is exactly where it needs to be. Really now all that's left is I'm going back through and I'm getting, you know, the new stuff that we'd gotten, like the onion. We got the onion unlocked, and we did get that to 33% total damage. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to unlock, you know, all these small things in between, right? So there's not a whole lot going on with the cooking. It's just pushing as hard as possible, per usual. And I think I'm going to try and get the cabbages all the way to Void Plate. So it's a good feeling when, even with cabbages, all of your signs are saying, oh, you know what, it's too fast to even calculate. We weren't doing that, you know, a month ago. So definitely making the gains like I would like. So let's get back to the main. We'll leave him with cooking. So yeah, like I said, I would love to hear down below what you guys are thinking, where your minds are at, as far as what you would like to see, you know, how you would like to see this progress. To touch on the last thing in World 4, this is the current status of the lab. So we are capable to hit every single node per usual with only, you know, 6 people. We have our 4 offline, all names which is pushing, my 2 cookers, and then G Mushgod, which is doing, you know, his godly work right now, getting us mushroom stacks, and he's doing a damn good job of that. We're now up to 119%, and every single night he's able to get us another, you know, 3.5% extra gold gain. As far as this, we could honestly take out, you know, the 60%, whatever that is, total drop rate, and we could get another 10% damage on top of this. It's just, we're capable of one-shotting every single mob here. So I believe it's, you know, it's coming up on time to retire this gentleman. Oh, and I did actually, there was one more thing I wanted to show you guys I was able to do. So we did beat round 100, and we can now equip, you know, our 3rd large bubble, which is probably the biggest thing that I was looking for. I know round 125 might make it easier to push for a couple of the spices. I do know that. And we got pretty close with our round, you know, our team of 5. We got to 113, and I'll be honest with you, gentlemen, I had to quit. My arm was cramping up, and I couldn't finish. I ended up walking away and letting them play how they would have played. I do have aspirations to get to 125 just so I can push for the rest of the spices. And even though the bonuses are huge, not so much the line width, but the 2 times monster cash and the 1.4 times total damage are huge. I don't think I'm going to push for that until, you know, somebody comes up with the god composition. You know, you have this, you click one button and you can win the game. Not because I don't think I could do it, you know, normally, but I am worried, you know, just because of how my forearms are, that I'm not going to be capable of doing it until that point regardless. So just going to throw that out there. I don't think that's going to be something that I can do. With that being said, let us get us over to World 2. And like I said, all of my damage gains, everything that I've done from both Alchemy and Post Office, they're going to be down on my Idleon efficiency. So I would absolutely, you know, recommend checking those out. But some of the biggest ones, excuse me, was getting Death Storage Unit up to 400. And that is skipping entirely the Civil War memory box, just because I think you're getting enough damage from it by itself without having to waste points getting fight AFK gains. And you could put that, you know, more beneficial going into, you know, the potion package, stuff like that. So yeah, everything that you're seeing right now, all of this is going to be in the description. And on my Idleon efficiency, we did get accuracy up to 46, which is giving us a pretty darn good accuracy chance. You know, 36.3k is pretty good for where I'm at as far as, you know, my account. It's not like, I swear to God, I just saw somebody on YouTube, I think his name's Phil. His characters are like, you know, 360,000 accuracy and like something crazy like 413 million damage. So we're obviously not there, but for where we are in the game, you know, we're doing okay. Then let me find for y'all FMJ. So this is at 31. I do want to push this up just because some of my other characters don't have as good as armor as this character does, which, as you can see, we did get the level 110 mage weapon. So some of my other characters are lacking in that department, so I do want to get that up, you know, anyways, just because they're going to have a harder time pushing World 4. And I did omit this from the last video, but we did unlock Anvil Tab 4, and we were able to buy literally everything. Literally everything here we were able to buy. As we're looking at it right now, my goal, since a lot of this stuff doesn't require prerequisites, right? So you don't have to have, like, for example, let me click on this, right? So for this, you need 2 sizable mining pouches, and then you need an average mining pouch, then you need 2 cramped and 1 small, right? You don't need that with these tab 4s. So my goal is, since I've gotten to the end of the game, I can effectively, you know, push, get the troll armor, do all of that stuff. I can spend some time inside of the dungeons doing stuff like that, is to get my characters to the position where we're going to start equipping Luster and then Starfire materials. So a lot of it's going to shift from pushing and killing bosses to now skilling, getting even higher sampling and stuff like that. And this is where that opportunity opens up a lot of doors for you guys to tell me what specifically you need. I know I'm going to go over a lot of it inside the Mind of a Noob, especially for the free-to-play community, but just as a community as a whole, what you guys need to see, right? And I know a lot of it's coming from the other YouTubers that do cover Idleon, but if you need something like a more in-depth description or a step-by-step tutorial, if that's something that you guys do need, absolutely let me know. Otherwise, like I said, if I don't get any feedback, whether or not this is a finale, like I said, was up to you guys. And by the way, I just noticed this. It says hi right here with the smiley face. Doesn't do anything, but yeah, just notice that. So if you guys want this to be the finale, and every so often, if new material does come out, you want it to be covered by the main progress series, that's something we can absolutely do. If you want tutorials over specific things like damage, sampling, skilling, bossing, how to push, like I said, a lot of that's going to be covered inside the Mind of a Noob, but if you want to see it from the perspective of the main series, I mean, that's something I'll absolutely do for you guys. I'm fortunate that this channel has become exactly what I wanted it to be, which is just a group of like-minded individuals that want to, you know, beat the game, coming together, and I love going down in the comments and seeing you guys help each other. So that's what I was aiming for. That's the whole purpose of this channel. It's not to blow up and get, you know, 900 billion subscribers, but it's to bring together a community that actually enjoys helping other people to, beat games. So let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. With that being said, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I need to get into a position to go after the other goals, which is, like I said, skilling, sampling, and whether or not, you guys want to see this series continue, or if you want me to focus more time on the other two series, the Inside the Mind of a Noob and, other games. So if it isn't a different game, go ahead and drop that down below. And yeah, I look forward to when World 5 comes out. We can, knock the dust off of this series, and I can explain to you what World 5 is all about. But not going to ramble on anymore, guys. As most of you know, I did tease that I am working with somebody to get something out once we hit 100 subscribers. I do know other YouTubers. They do something like, where is it? We'll spend $1,000 to go for Red Bodie. And while that is something I could do, I wanted to, invest in the channel and make, this a channel that you guys are actually, happy and or proud to actually be a part of the community, and not to get a virtual hat in a game that, some of us might not be playing 6 years in the future. So with all that being said, I do appreciate all of you. Thank you all for the support, and I would not be at this point without you. So I know I asked you a lot of questions in this video. I did ask a lot of you guys whether or not you want to see this series continue, whether you want to see a different series, whether you want me to focus on Inside the Mind of a Noob, or if you want to see a different game. I can't make polls, like I said, until I hit 500 subscribers, so this is really the only opportunity I have to, genuinely ask you guys what you want to see. So please, 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 please let me know, and I'll make it happen. But anyway, brothers, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.